What's up, guys? Welcome back to Views, the podcast where you guys wanted more sex on the podcast. So guess what? Natalie's here, and Natalie's recently been extremely horny. So let's just roll the intro music.
I'm definitely gonna listen.
Me, Nat, and Ella were talking about Todd, like the relationship between Todd and Natalie, and like as a joke, I was like, "So when are you gonna marry Todd?" and Nat's like, "I don't know. Like I've thought about it." Like I was like, "What?"
That's not the way the conversation
that was pretty
went
much how it went. That was
Not
the
at all.
gist.
Not
Yes,
at all.
it is. She's like, I'm like, "Would you say yes?" And she's like, "I don't know. Like I've contemplated it. Like that's
Can
what
I
she
marry
said."
you guys?
Okay, first of all, no.
What's the real story?
Okay, so we were sitting here, and he jokingly asked me. He was like, "What would you do if Todd asked you to marry him?" And I was like, "Right now." And I was like, I don't know, like or whatever. And then he was like, "Oh my God, so you're thinking about marrying him?" And I was just like, "No, but have I ever thought about it? Yeah, of course.
I don't know.
With him.
You reacting like that is, I see what Ilya is saying. That is pretty much like you're going.
Well, because then we went down this whole rabbit hole. Us three here were sitting and having this huge, deep conversation about like the idea of marriage and the way that I think about marriage and the way each of us thinks about marriage. And
I had this conversation with Jeff and Taylor actually about you guys too, about you and Todd. We were like arguing whether or not you guys would get married, and I was like, I don't know. Like I feel like Natalie's not like the marriage type. Like she doesn't want to get married. But I was like, if she's gonna marry anybody, I think it's gonna be Todd, right?
wait, why would you think that?
Like if you like wanted to get married, like I think this is the guy. I think you guys are like,
Yeah, I think
you
so
met
too.
your match.
I think so too.
Really?
Yeah, 100%.
Interesting.
Todd's like the perfect guy for you. Think about it.
That's weird because at the beginning of the relationship, you were like, "Why the fuck are you dating Todd? You fucking
No, but now we get it.
Yeah, but
now we get it. Now we get it.
Like I completely get it.
What do you mean?
That's just like the type of guy that is like perfect for you. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like
Yeah, I was thinking about that the
There's
other
no
day
one-
too. Yeah,
there's
it's
no one better
literally
than Todd.
perfect. It's a
But then
perfect fit.
Natalie said that if she does marry Todd, she'll most likely also then marry someone else. So Todd is just the first husband.
Wow.
Okay, but that makes me seem like a fucking weirdo. But this goes into my concept of marriage, where I don't really believe in marriage. I don't believe that like you having a piece of paper and a ring on your finger
Right.
makes it.
So if he proposed to you today, what would you say?
Well, I think that would be a little inappropriate because I would just be really caught off guard.
Okay.
And that would be a little weird.
Okay,
So
if he
I'd
talked
be
to
like,
you,
no.
if he talked to you today and was like, "Hey, I'm thinking about proposing to you maybe in like the next month or two."
I don't know, because the way that I like it would have to be very clear that like if I'm 23 years old.
If this is your first marriage and
This is
you'll
my
kick
first
him out
marriage.
in a
I'm
couple years.
23. You know, like what's really going to happen in 20 years? Like, are we really going to be together forever? I don't know.
But
about
Todd's not
that.
23.
So you'd say yes to marrying him with him having to understand that you're probably going to get a divorce, which is kind of. I'm down. But like, think about it. 4 years,
because
really?
my thing is like I'm already dating him, already with him in a sense. So like, what's the difference? Like you're already together. Like I mean, I understand there's differences between marriage and like just dating and whatnot. Like you're living together and you're doing all these things together, whatever. But like that's how I'm like. That's why I never understand when people.
Well, marriage is like the commitment that like not only are you going to spend the rest of your lives together, but it's also the commitment of like you're going to father my children. Like I feel like that in this situation is also like that commitment.
Mm-hmm.
So like you saying yes to marrying him is like, hey, can I put a baby inside you? I feel like it's a little bit. It's kind of the same thing, right?
You want
100%.
children?
Right. Yeah, I don't want children.
Is this the age you would want children at?
Can you imagine if I had like, children running around here right now?
Oh, David, you'd fucking go ballistic.
I fucking.
You'd go ballistic if there was like a little Todd running
I
around.
wouldn't have a job.
Because you know that baby would take precedence over you, no matter what. All the attention that goes to
There
you.
you go, Natalie. Changing his diaper again. What the fuck's wrong with you?
All the attention that goes to you would go to this little
I see
Todd.
Taylor feeding the little baby. I start crying.
Ew, Taylor's gonna breastfeed my baby. That's
Taylor just said breastfeeding. No, Taylor, that's not what I meant. So Nat, the answer is yes. You'd probably say yes.
in this moment, like if you asked me tomorrow, I would not say yes.
Oh, fuck, damn it.
Man.
Like I have to ride it out a little bit.
Would
know?
you be cool with him being the father of your kids?
I think he's a really like nice, genuine, caring person. So I think that he will be a good father. I don't know if I want him to father my children right now in this moment because I don't really want kids in this moment for a little bit.
I thought you wanted her to be a hot mom.
I know. I did have this thing where I was like 25 and have kids, be a hot mom, but like, you know, things change.
You gotta be hot first.
All right. That's
Zing. Can't be a hot mom if you're that hot in the first place.
I saw it sitting there, but I didn't take it.
Yeah, I took it.
You did.
I took it and I wrote it all the way down.